Well, if we were in a more perfect time, I'd be speaking with you maybe in a setting where we could all be together. Maybe we'd even be having a cup of coffee if it was just you and me chatting about this. But I'm in a place that is one of my favorite places. It's the gym at the upper school campus. I love being in here. I love being seated or standing across the gym and watching our kids as they cheer our teams on, and the explosion of applause and celebration that happens when they rush the floor and embrace our kids. And it's a place that I just love to be a part of. But I'm coming to you today because we've seen some things happen in recent weeks, especially just this last week with George Floyd in Minneapolis, a horrific murder. And there's no way that we can describe it in any other way except that, and that it is the kind of thing that all of us are grieving over. The term that I've been, I don't use, but it's a term that I've been hearing a lot from folks is lament. Lamenting is a passionate expression of grieving and sorrow. And I think we're in that time right now. And as I've processed some of this personally, and I have a lot of friends. Some of you know that I grew up in Southern California. I grew up in a neighborhood where I was actually a minority. I've been calling my friends that I lived with and grew up with and had friendships with that are friends of color to find out, how are you? How can I love you? How can I support you? How can I do this from a distance? I'm 3,000 miles away. My neighbor, lots of you see us, Barbara and I bring our neighbor, we call her our sister April. She's an African-American lady that was our neighbor here. And I called April the other day to see how she was doing and just to tell her, April, we love you. And I know this hurts. This is a situation that does things to you that I can't understand. I want to, but it's real. And we had our own episode here back in January where some things happened that played out on social media that exploded in a firestorm of emotion. And we were dealing with it, we were moving through it, we were talking, and we were trying to figure out how we can care for each other and provide an environment that is loving and caring for all. And we had an event planned, and the Thursday before, we had this evening planned, this town hall meeting, we were calling it a family gathering. This coronavirus, COVID-19 hit. We closed school and we haven't been back since. And here I sit, on the 3rd of June, talking to you in this format because we can't see each other. And so more than anything else, I want you to know, as our community, that I love you, I care about you. I said something on the night that we had the initial town hall meeting. When I was speaking about the commitment that I want to bring to this, I said, watch me. Watch me. I want you to believe that this is a priority. This is not something that is a sprint, it's a marathon. It's something that we need to do together. It's something we need to process, and that's something that will take time. And we'll have another conversation when things open up to the point that we can actually have a group meeting. We're hoping to do something in July. We're going to put something on the calendar, hoping that we can pull that off. But more than anything else, I want you to know that you were heard. The things that have happened recently remind us all of the horrific nature of this sin, is what this is. And as I've been talking to some of my black friends that are followers of Jesus, they've said that to me. Rick, this isn't an issue between black and white or race issue. This is a sin issue. And the enemy's celebrating that right now. I almost believe that the coronavirus, COVID-19, is part of this because we need to be hugging each other and showing each other that we love each other. And we can't do that now. We have to wear a mask and we have to stay a certain number of feet apart. And all those things are inhibiting that. If you have an upper school student, then you've already seen our school yearbook. And I'm not going to read from it, except just a short couple sentences. It's themed on a circle. Mike Lentz and our yearbook staff did a phenomenal job. And they've taken the analogy, the metaphor of a circle, And this is just a statement that he makes as a part of this that indicates the reality of a circle of bringing us together, closing us into some place together. This is a Christian school. We don't just observe the circle metaphor as a metaphor. We proclaim it. Our fixed center point is Christ. The gospel is the center of our school, the reason we do what we do. We're motivated toward relationship, and that relationship is with each other and with Jesus because we recognize the image of God in each of us. We need to be reminded of that. We need to be called to that. We need to pursue that. And that's what I'm committed to. And so that's my message. I hope you'll stay safe. I hope that you know that I care, because I do. Thank you.